潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
各位聽眾歡迎你有一次嚟到我哋嘅潮玩飛鏢節目。我係你嘅主持Robert， 喺呢度同我一齊嘅有我哋嘅導師Peter Scott， 亦都請嚟咗一位美國嘅好資深嘅飛鏢專家，佢嘅名就係 John Kruczynski。咁咧我哋咧就而家咧就會進入呢個訪問啦。Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our show, All About Darts. I'm your host, Robert, and with me is our MDA mentor, Peter Scott. And
welcome
also,
to the listeners.
Yes, and also our guest today is John Kruczynski, a premier dart player from the US of A. And okay, so without much delay, let's get into it and let Peter do the talking.
Well, we're lucky to have John with us today. Don is a number one dart player from the United States. He's one of those darts players that we as in the dart world could say has been there and done that. He was ranking number one in the American Dart Organization from 2002 to 2006. He's played over in England. He's involved in the soft tip darts and won several championships there. And after that introduction, which is a kind of a thumbnail sketch of your career, John, how about you filling us in and giving us some extra details?
Sure. As you said, I'm John Kruczynski, and I'm glad to be on the show. Thank you. And I've been playing darts now for 21 years, and been ranked in the top of the world in the English circuit, and also been number one player in the United States for several years, and played on World Cup teams, and won gold medals for the United States, and played on many soft tip international teams and won gold medals. So it's been a great career for me.
Well, John, are you playing now, and where are you playing?
Right now, I'm playing mostly soft tip. I work for a company called Phoenix Darts in the United States. I'm the director of operations for the company. So I'm doing some international events, Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, and I've played a few steel tip tournaments this year, the Philadelphia Open, and I played one Moose Lodge tournament, but playing has slowed down a little bit for me because of working for Phoenix, because I have so many hours on the road working and installing and training new operators for the electronic dartboards. But still an active player and playing very well.
Well, Phoenix, we have their machines in our club, the Multicultural Dart Association, where we teach all the beginners on the Phoenix dart. So we're familiar with that area. So you're a full-time professional dart player, are you?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get our other side of the audience up on this information. 我哋呢位嘉賓John Kruczynski 咧係美國人啦，佢已經係玩咗飛鏢21年啦。咁佢而家嘅首先我哋講一講，佢就係曾經係美國嘅飛鏢總會嘅American Darts Organization 2002至2006年係第一啦。咁最近嗰位就係應該係 Larry Butler， 我哋訪問就係最近亦都係喺嗰度出嚟嘅。咁我哋呢位嘉賓咧，佢就而家咧係專注玩呢個遠投嘅飛鏢嘅。佢就係因為佢而家係一間飛鏢遠投公司嗰度做工，就係一個仲係一個行動嘅經理。咁佢就即係響全世界各地推銷呢個飛鏢嘅機器，就叫做Phoenix Darts。咁佢亦都係要做好多功夫啊，亦都同時係娛樂嘅，因為佢亦都係有機會去參加世界各地嘅比賽。咁佢而家係做緊少啲嘢。 但係都Peter 提到我哋個會裏頭亦都有部呢啲咁嘅機嘅。Okay, so let's carry on, Pete.
Okay, obviously you started playing steel tips, John. When did you start steel tips, and how did the transition to soft tips as your primary dart focus occur?
Well, actually, guys, I started playing American darts, a woody dart with a steel tip, and 1 to 9 you shoot baseball. It's a count up game, and then after that, I started playing steel tip when I was 21 years old, and I'm 41 now. So I started playing steel tip with my friends like Darren Young, Mike Abood, traveling with them, and they were teaching me the game. So that's kind of how that transpired. And then after that, I started to travel and then play the electronic game as well. And now the electronic game is getting so big everywhere that it's been my primary focus since I've been working for Phoenix.
Can I interject and ask this simple question? Is there an estimate on the number of electronic games being sold yearly, either in terms of total sales of the market or the total machines available sold in the market, kind of like a rough magnitude that we can relate to?
Sure, right? As far as just Phoenix, or
no, all over. I mean, we want to see the whole figure and see. First of all, do you see a trend? Because this is a good opportunity to ask you as director of operations, because you know the market, obviously. So, are we talking about constant upward trend in selling this machine, which it is? And today, if I were to ask you, in last year, up to last year, how many, or first quarter of this year, how many machines roughly are all over the world? Just as a point of interest for our audience.
Wow, I'm not really sure of how many are all over the world. I know that there's thousands in the United States, tens of thousands, but I'm not sure the exact numbers of how many machines are out there across the world.
Okay, but it's an upward trend, right? That's an important thing.
Oh, of course.
Yes, I think it's more than that. I honestly do believe that soft tip darts will revitalize the steel tip darts. And it revitalizes by three things. It will brings in the money and also the revenue for the people that are running these machines, but also crucially it brings in the younger players with the electronic boards and the equipment and those kind of things. So I think that the soft tip darts is the best thing that's happened to steel tips.
Yeah, it's like revitalization, and I think its attractiveness, as I say, is that young people don't want to do math in their head, and that aspect of it would really help. So let me relate this over. 各位聽眾，我哋啱同講緊嘅就係我哋嗰位嘉賓講翻起佢最初係由硬頭飛鏢開始啦，而家開始玩軟嘅，因為佢而家係做緊一個工作，就係賣緊呢啲機器啊。咁佢由21歲到而家都係玩而家41歲啊。咁佢究竟我哋喺度討論緊，究竟呢個係咪呢啲機器係咪有而家暢銷嘅趨勢呢？當然係啊，越賣越多。咁而家兩大嘅問題就係第一就係呢個有啲銀紙可以俾到一啲而家嘅選手去使用啊，同埋呢個活動啦。第二亦都係因為後生嘅亦都係想玩呢個，因為而家有互聯網啊，向利用呢個機器，同埋亦都唔需要去計分呢個問題嘅。Okay, more questions very quickly.
We are a teaching organization here. What we do is try to, give back to our organization of darts by teaching the younger people and trying to keep them off of the problems that dart players get to by teaching them good stance and good techniques. One of the things, do you have any teaching schools down there?
Actually, the only thing that we have is that I do it myself at tournaments. The youth shoots, and I'll spend time before the youth shoots teach some of the the younger players on the fundamentals of the game, and but we don't actually have any schools put in place here. No,
we're the same. We're very, very rare. Do we have any organizations that are giving back to darts? Not like you've got schools and footballs and tennis and golf schools and all of those kind of issues on other sports, but darts, I don't know why, it seems to be neglected in that area.
It definitely is. I agree with you completely, and I'm one of the people that push for the youth to have programs like that. I'm in a really small community where I live, and I've spent some time of my own, showing the younger generation how to play, but it's not an easy thing. You have to have the right venue for them, and you can't just take them in a bar. It's just it's tough. It's not an easy thing to accomplish, but we definitely need more of it because they're our future, and yes. That's what we have to have.
Okay, I think this is about come to the pretty well the end of the segment as soon as I finish the translation. So let's hold that thought, and we'll get back onto this. Okay. OK， 我哋啱講到就係話，究竟有冇喺美國有冇啲教學嘅教玩飛鏢嘅學校呢？咁答案呢就係冇嘅。咁我哋呢度有多元文化飛鏢協會呢，係教各位聽眾去玩飛鏢。我哋將來亦都會有一啲新嘅改革，我哋遲啲再講俾大家聽。但係而家嘅問題就係話，我哋覺得係有需要去有一啲教學嘅地方係回歸翻俾啲飛鏢嘅學習者，等佢哋可以由啲導師嗰度獲得一啲心得，進而好快咁樣進步嘅。咁我哋講到呢度呢，第一節嘅時間又夠啦。我哋而家去我哋客戶或者廣告，我哋翻嚟之後再討論呢個項目。
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一做卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
Hi, welcome back to our second segment of this All About Darts program. I'm Robert, your host. Co-host here is Peter Scott, and with us is our guest today, John Krasinski. We were briefly talking about all the different aspects of things with John, and yeah, I don't know if a little bit of a win on John's side. John, where are you?
Yeah, I'm outside.
Oh, that's why I can hear the wind.
Yeah.
It's blowing real hard.
I'm going to try to go next to a building here. Give me a second.
That's fine. I'm going to go into Chinese in a second anyways. But, yeah, I just wonder, make sure you got the proper reception. We don't want to lose you.
Yep.
Okay. OK. 各位聽眾歡迎你又返到嚟我哋潮玩飛鏢呢個第二個環節嗰度。咁我係你嘅主持 Robert， 同埋一齊有另外一位主持就係Peter Scott 啦，人人都識嘅導師啦，我哋多元文化中心飛鏢中心。咁另外一位就係我哋嘅嘉賓John Krasinski，佢係一個美國嘅飛鏢高手啊。 咁我哋之前訪問第一節嗰度，亦都講咗唔少關於John 佢嘅履歷啊，佢嘅心得啊啲嘢咁。我哋而家繼續我哋訪問。Okay, and we now back to Peter for a continuation of our interview.
John, you're one of the very few, interviewers that we have talked to that's done extremely well, both in steel tips and soft tips. Tell us about the transition. Was it difficult? And maybe even mention the major differences between the games.
Okay. It wasn't difficult for me, and I think the reason for that is because I stem from American darts, which are very light. So I went from American darts to then steel tip and then right into soft tip. So the grams between the darts, the lightest one was actually the woody dart. Then I used a 23-gram steel tip dart and an 18-gram soft tip dart. But for me, really, it's the same throw. It's the same stroke. The distance is different. The way you play the games are different. But honestly, I could play an hour on a steel tip board, switch over to a soft tip board, and it's really not that much of a transition for me. So for some, it's a little harder, but for me, it was relatively easy.
I guess the question just begs to be asked, why are you playing primarily soft tip now?
Basically, the soft tip game is really on the rise. The money that the sponsors are putting out there for the soft tip events it's huge right now. I mean, you can win singles that are $10,000, $15,000, and even like the $100,000 tournament that I run for Phoenix in Las Vegas is a $100,000 payout. So it just seems like it's the way to go. It's the future of the game, and like you guys have touched on before, it's way easier for the younger generation or a new generation to get involved because they don't have to do the counting and the chalking and all of that. So that's why I think it's we're headed to the soft tip side of the world.
Well, that's a very really interesting point, and obviously the money, as I say, I agree, is going to be something that to be reckoned with to get up to that level. But I just have a very quick question. In talking to the other interview just a little back, not too far off, was Paul Lim would talk about, that's the first time, amazingly, since I haven't really played soft tip, is the distance is a little bit longer when you stand behind in the soft tip. Not much, but a little bit, right? 8 foot, right? So,
yeah, it's 8 foot, yeah.
Yeah. So mentally, does that not screw up the thought of the whole process? The amount of force even though you have the basics, is that a mental thing or just become easy transition for you?
Well, for me, it's an easy transition. I like I said, I never had any issue with it at all. So, if I knew it was hard, or knew someone that told me it was difficult, that I could explain it. But for me, it's been very easy. So.
Yeah, I can understand that. Okay, 各位聽眾我哋啱講到呢個Peter 問我哋嘅嘉賓就係究竟由硬頭去軟頭，佢有咩特別嘅需要去自己去調教呢？咁其實佢就話，因為佢開始嘅時候已經係用緊23克嘅飛鏢咧去做硬頭嘅投射，咁佢而家就轉咗18克嘅軟頭，同埋咧而家因為點解咁多人玩軟頭嘅飛鏢咧？就係因為而家有好多1萬至1.5萬嘅比賽出現啦。甚至乎有啲10萬蚊嘅拉斯維加斯嘅比賽嘅，咁呢啲同埋其他好多原因，即係例如後生仔可以喺互聯網嗰度見到對手啊，或者可以唔使計住啲分啊，咁亦都係推動咗呢個比賽嘅呢個項目嘅。Okay, Peter.
Most of our audience are young players, and they're what we might call the casual players, and we have a number of leagues here. What I'd like to do is try and pick some of your experience and brains. What are the crucial things that a young player just joining the league or just starting to play darts needs to learn?
Well, basically, what they need to learn is obviously to be consistent and to take the game even when in practice. You got to take it like you're playing in a serious match, and that's gonna lead into being successful in the future, because you should really practice how you play all the time. For me, that was something that I did in my career, is that if I was going to practice, I wasn't just going to be lazy and throw darts. You have to really focus and find routines that you can follow to make sure that you stay on point and not get lazy darts and not throw darts away. And I try to teach that to any of the younger generation that I speak with.
One of the things that I find is that it's with the students, it's their mental attitude toward darts that seems to dictate whether they're going to be a good player. If they're thinking about darts and they're serious, then their thoughts lead to actions, and their actions lead to a dedication to the sport, and that dedication to the sport brings us, affects their character, and their character leads to success. So I find that
sure.
It's that kind of head game which is so critical to start off with. And if I have a student like that, I know that he's going to be a champion. And,
yes,
all you have to do is
agree.
steer him in the right direction.
And we also going to ask you about what tips have you got for people who want to get into championships?
Yeah, how do you get into the championship level? And once you're there, what do you do to keep yourself there?
Well, a lot of it's mental. Like was discussed, once you get to that championship level, you have to stay confident. Some of the best players in the world, they go through their ups and downs, but I think the biggest part of the game is your confidence. If you carry yourself and know that you're going to win no matter what, you're still going to prevail and play very well. When you fall into how I'm not playing well, or things just aren't going right for me, and you get down on yourself, it just continues to get worse from my experience. So the biggest thing for me is to keep positive and to stay at that top level. And as far as getting to that level, it's hard work. I mean, you get what you put into this game, and that is the truth. No matter which way you look at it, whether it's just winning championships or promoting tournaments or whatever it is that you're good at, you have to put everything you have into it to be successful. And it's just the same way with any other sport.
Okay. 咁其實我哋訪問呢位嘉賓就係問下佢對於我哋一啲青年嘅或者係初學嘅飛鏢手有乜嘢嘅tips啊、心得啊咁。咁當然啦，佢話一定要做嘢嘅時候一定要維持一個平均嘅水準啦，同埋係一定要好嚴肅咁對呢個飛鏢嘅運動面對，因為甚至乎係一個練習嘅，你都要好嚴肅咁去對待。咁我哋嗰位導師 Peter 亦都有講過，就係話另外一個問題就係當然係一個心理嘅問題啦。而我哋呢位嘉賓亦都同意啊，佢話最緊要有自信心，同埋有恒心，同埋有耐力，同埋有心理嘅準備。因為缺少一樣都好難嘅，呢個係如果要做一個外邊比賽，仲要贏埋冠軍嘅話呢，一定要有耕耘。如果冇付出，就唔會有成就。Okay, and with this, we probably getting to the end of our first segment, and we could just hold that thought and any others for our next segment. We will continue after we come back to this program. So, okay, let's cut away now for a minute, and we'll get our thoughts together, and we will have more questions and answers from our guest today, John Krasinski. Okay, so let's cut away, and we'll be right back.
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一度卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
各位聽眾，歡迎你又一次嚟到我哋第3嘅環節嗰度。我哋今日訪問嘅嘉賓就係 John Krasinski， 一位美國嘅冠軍嚟嘅。咁我係你嘅 host Robert， 同埋一齊亦都有我哋嘅導師 Peter Scott 啦。咁我哋而家應該會繼續我哋嘅訪問嘅。And yes, welcome back to our third segment of the show, audience. And we now will continue our interview with John Krasinski, an American premium dart player. And with me is Peter Scott, our mentor and co-host. And I'm your host, Robert. Peter, you have the floor.
Yeah, John, as a professional dart player, you know that it's not all fame and glory when you're up there on the stage winning. It's great, but there's a lot of effort and time and living out of a suitcase and, you know, in hotels and missing your family. And you have to do this route to be successful like you have. So let's have your opinion on it. And the other thing too, maybe you can mention, is the fact that it's quite expensive to be a professional dart player. There's quite a lot of costs involved in traveling and living in hotels. So let's talk about your sponsorships too.
Okay. Well, first of all, you're absolutely correct. The dedication you put into this game and the travel is unreal. I mean, I spend most of my time away from home, and it's not an easy thing to go through. I have an 8-year-old godson that I pretty much raised, and I miss him. And I have a girlfriend at home, and for the last 8 years, and it's tough leaving all the time and going away. But they're the sacrifices you have to make to be at this level. I mean, there's no way to do it without putting in the time and traveling and playing tournaments and playing the leagues to stay on form. So that's the hard part about it. And before that, though, I was single, and it was all good. I traveled, did whatever I wanted, and it was a easier lifestyle, but still not the best lifestyle. Living out of a suitcase is not fun, but you do what you have to do to get to the level that you want to be at, and how much you put into this game is exactly what you get out of it. And like you said, it's very expensive to travel. I'm very fortunate that I have some sponsors that have supported me for quite some time now, and I have Dynasty A-Flow makes my barrels, and L-Style makes the rest of the product as far as my flights and tips and everything like that for soft tip and steel. And I also have another sponsor, which is Vega Darts online store that sells everything. So I mean, I'm fortunate to have those sponsors in my life to help me travel, to cut down on some of the costs, because it's very, very expensive to play this sport.
And I just have a little tip for you here. Maybe you're already doing it. Is that when you have a girlfriend and you have to travel or long distance? My kids, when they were when they were going out, they had long distance romances, and even after and marriage, they have to go on long distance, one of them. And what they do is, since the trip is paid for already, they just take the wife and girlfriend along, and on trips all the time. They just pay for the air ticket because the hotel's paid for. Either you slip one or two, the charge is there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I agree, and I've taken my girlfriend on lots of trips. I mean, I've been all over the world. So I've been to Australia, Hong Kong, Japan, Ireland. I mean, you name it, I've pretty much been there, and she's gone with me for a lot of it. So I was lucky enough to, like I said, have sponsors to help me that I was able to afford to take her on a lot of the trips too.
OK，咁各位聽眾，我哋啱講到嘅就係要嚟究竟作為一個職業飛鏢手有冇如果冇咗屋企嘅支持係一個問題嘅，因為有家人啦，咁如果時時出埠去世界各地咁就留低晒伴侶仔女係十分一件頭痛嘅事情嘅。咁我哋呢位嘉賓呢，佢有一位已經有咗8年嘅契仔亦都有一個8年嘅女友。咁雖然佢係有不斷嘅贊助商贊助嘅飛鏢啦，同埋佢自己本身亦都係一位全職嘅呢個遠投飛鏢機器嘅經理，佢始終都係要去世界各地旅行嘅。咁其中一個方法我哋講過就係帶埋個女朋友去啦，橫掂個酒店都已經俾錢㗎啦。咁呢個亦都係一個好好嘅選擇嚟嘅。Okay, so now Peter.
Yeah, generally speaking, the environment here says that it's not possible to earn a living playing professional darts in Canada. Most of the people that have done well, like John Part and a few of the others, had to move to the UK to make a living at darts. So most of our dart players who are very, good, usually have a part-time job or a full-time job, and darts then becomes, a sort of second process.
Okay, and
the environment in your area?
It's the same here. I mean, I'm one of the fortunate ones that was, able to make it for quite some time, just being a dart player. But 95% of the people are in the same boat. I mean, they have a regular job and they travel to whatever they can. To play the circuit. So, yeah, it's exactly the same here. It's very hard to be a professional player in the United States and just play darts for a living. It's almost impossible at this point. Just because we don't have what England has. We don't have the TV involved and
that's right. And you don't have 30 and 40,000 people attending or watching it on TV and things like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
So the money's not there. That's why I have great hope for the soft tip darts to introduce some fresh blood into it.
Yeah. One thing I did think about in the soft tip situation, I don't know if it's already in the thoughts of all the executives already, is that the mere fact that most of the soft tip machines, or some of them, if not most of them, are connected to the internet, it makes it that much more easier to have a live performance and broadcast through internet already that's available, as long as you have a site who's at a server that's big enough to broadcast, or you can hook up with some contractor that could do that to promote soft darts, because it's a lot easier that way than to have television set up, to broadcast, because the involvement is more difficult. Are there any, as you are director of operations, I have to ask this question, are there any thoughts on that to promote it that way?
Yes, there's actually things that are being done already. I can't discuss too far with it, but it is in the works. So I can tell you that there's a lot of good things coming for soft tip in the future. So like I said, I can't talk about it too much, but your ideas that you have are already taken into consideration, and you will see some major great things coming from soft tip.
Don, every time I think of an idea, somebody already use it. But that's only because I have many careers in life, and and I thought about things when my mind is not churning. I'm not comfortable. So, anyways, yeah, let's get people to hear this part of the story. 各位聽眾，我哋啱講到嘅就係話，喺加拿大作為一個職業飛鏢手咧，係一個好大嘅問題嘅，因為始終都唔夠贊助商。咁我呢位嘉賓咧又有幸作為一個飛鏢機器嘅經理嘅行動經理。咁亦都有其他飛鏢嘅贊助商係去幫佢贊助佢飛鏢，咁佢就可以去環遊世界。咁我亦都講到因為而家講緊係遠投飛鏢機器裏頭係已經有咗互聯網嘅聯繫啦。咁係咪好容易可以將呢啲嘢作即時轉播或者喺網上轉播呢？只要有適當嘅潛伏器呢個全世界都可以睇到一啲即時嘅，亦都係唔需要好似以前啲電視咁樣。咁佢話係已經有呢啲念頭啦，但都暫時係一個商業秘密。遲啲咁多呢，佢話就會睇到百花齊放。咁我哋希望大家一樣。Okay, so a very quick question before we get on to the end of the third segment here.
What would your general advice to a young fellow that's thinking of turning pro be? Say, keep your day job?
Yeah, well, you definitely have to keep, whatever's financing you to be able to play this game. But like I said before, the hard work and dedication on the board is where you're going to get your experience from. So you're going to have to use whatever hard-earned money you have to get out there and play these tournaments to get the experience and exposure you need to be a great player.
Yeah, you need the wins underneath your belt before you get the sponsorships, which will ease the pain.
Yes.
And it's a long,
Absolutely.
hard road to plow.
Yeah. One of the persons we interviewed was very young. His name was Travis. Was it Pimbasi? A couple of weeks ago, and he's going to the UK Championship from representing Canada, and that was quite an experience for this very young. I think he was either 15 or 17 years old. I forgot.
Yes,
and he was very lucky indeed. But he got the skills, and he's winning all kinds of things.
Well, he was very lucky. He had a professional player sponsor him. Take him under his wing.
Yeah.
And teach him quite a lot of the skills so necessary to survive in the professional world.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that. And okay, let me do this quick translation, and we cut over to the next segment. 我哋啱就再傾到再一次，如果有各位想去冠軍賽嘅時候，一定要努力，一定要集中。我哋啱提到之前早2個禮拜嘅例子，有位叫 Travis 嘅選手，佢喺加拿大咧有人贊助佢，有個職業標手，佢可以去到英國比賽。咁呢個係一個好現實嘅例子，亦都係好成功嘅例子。咁我哋而家去休息，我哋翻嚟之後再會大家一齊再訪問我哋嘅嘉賓。OK？
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special.
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一做卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
Okay, welcome back to our show, All About Darts, and we have here Bong to give us the activity.
The 2015 Championship Darts Circuit Weekend number 3 in Missouri. The plot thickens. Main event number 5, Saturday, August 1st at 2 p.m. Main event number 6, Sunday, August 2 at 2 p.m. Each main event features 48 tour card holders, pre-registered by July 17th. Event venue is at Blueberry Hill, 6504 Dilmar Boulevard, St. Louis, Missouri. Please check in with the www.championshipdarts.com to pre-register and more information. Events number 5 and number 6 are steps to the road to the chase for the Continental Cup in September 19, September 20, 2015. The main event is a NAPDA sanctioned event, North American Professional Darts.
各位我哋呢2015嘅飛鏢Championship Dart Circuit 咧就叫做Weekend Number 3就響呢個密蘇里州嗰度舉行，就係呢個第一個咧就係禮拜六8月1號2點鐘，第二個咧就係禮拜日8月2號。每一個項目咧都有48個鐘頭嘅48個比賽嘅，咁人去比賽嘅，咁咧就佢係7月17號之前就截止報名。咁響邊度咧？就係響聖路易啦 ，Missouri 啦，就係 Blueberry Hill 6504 Delmar Boulevard 嗰度。咁大家請去呢個網上 www.championdarts.com 嗰度就做一啲俾check 一 check 佢嘅資訊，佢嘅亦都係下一站第5、6個項目咧，就係響呢個9月19至20號嘅。咁呢一個係好大型嘅比賽啊，大家都應該有啲嘢。Okay, and Multicultural Dart Association aims to help promote darts as a sport as well as dart player in both soft tip and hard tip darts. For more information about our darts training session, please call Darts Mentors at 647-997-0808 Chinese or 647-718-6921 in English. Dart champions create champions at Multicultural Dart Association. Visit us at 650 Highway 7 East, Suite 200, Richmond Hill, Ontario. 多元文化飛鏢協會旨在幫助促進飛鏢作為一種運動，提拔軟頭硬頭飛鏢選手。關於我哋飛鏢訓練課程嘅更多信息，請致電揾我哋飛鏢導師，電話係647-997-0808中文，或者係647-718-6921係英文。向多元文化飛鏢協會飛鏢冠軍創造更多冠軍。我哋嘅地址響7號公路東650號200室列治文西安大略山。And we're now back to our regular program to interview our person, John Krasinski and Peter.
Welcome back, Johnny Krasinski. And should we give you your nickname? Because it's to do with the next subject we're going to bring up, and that's sure. Johnny K. Okay, Johnny K., tell us about the Toys for Tots tournament you're running later on this year.
It's the first weekend of December every year, and I've been doing this Toys for Tots tournament now for the last 7 years. 7 years. This will be the 8th year, and what our organization is about is to help less fortunate children have a nice Christmas. What we do is we take donations and we run a dart tournament the first weekend of December, and all the proceeds from the tournament, all the proceeds from the tournament go to the children. What we do is we buy all the toys. We take them to a church and sort them out in age group, and then each child gets a box with toys in, and the less fortunate children get the bigger items like the bicycles and things like that. So it's a great thing we do. I've raised over $100,000 in 7 years, and I can say that we've touched a lot of children's lives at Christmas time. So it's a very important event for me.
So it's actually the 8th annual event, right? Not the 7th annual event.
Yes, this will be the 8th.
This will be the 8th, and I just want to say that that's a very good thought. And the actual tournament happens in December.
Yes.
Or wouldn't that
the
be
first weekend of December?
Okay, isn't that a little tight to buy toys to get ready for Christmas and hand them out?
It is. It's a tight window. But what I do is I take donations all year round, and I buy the toys throughout the year. I store them. I store them in a warehouse, and so I'm ready to go when my tournament hits. And then the money we raise at the tournament, I immediately take a U-Haul and go to the store and buy all the toys I can, and take them, and then I help separate them and everything.
And where is this taking place? This tournament?
It's at the Towers in Pennsylvania. The Towers Bar and Grill. It's 1478 Tom Hicken Road.
And how would people get in touch with you if they want to donate or enter the tournament?
Okay, if they wanted to donate, they can write a check to John Kaczynski, and my address is 800 Green Mountain Road, Design Grove, PA 17985. And they can also go on to they can just punch in johnnykdarts.com, and you can donate through PayPal.
Oh, so you have a website, johnnykdarts.com, right?
Yep.
So people could go there and get information as to how to donate.
Yes.
That's really good.
Absolutely.
Let me flip and talk about this very quickly.
Okay.
我哋嘉賓亦都有一個叫 Johnny K's 嘅 Toys for Tots， 即係咧係籌款係俾一啲冇咁幸運嘅兒童有個聖誕嘅好嘅禮物嘅玩具嘅。咁佢每逢第一個禮拜尾咧，12月嗰陣時咧就會做呢個飛鏢比賽，咁然之後咧就會俾咗呢啲所有嘅籌款嘅錢咧就買晒玩具咧派出去嘅。今年係第8年，佢過去7年咧籌咗10萬蚊以上，咁佢自己會將呢啲各位嘅捐款咧就會捐贈呢啲玩具嘅。咁如果各位有興趣嘅咧，可以去幫助咧，可以去呢個3個 W 嘅johnnykdarts.com 啊 JOHNNYKDARTS.com 嗰度咧就會有詳細嘅情況，你又捐款俾佢。咁呢個比賽每年咧都會響呢個賓夕凡尼亞州嗰度舉行嘅。詳細嘅資料請大家去睇。And Peter.
Yeah, Johnny, why don't you give us a call later on in the year when it's closer to your tournament, and we'll give you a little section on the air, and we'll do a little advertising for your tournament in case somebody wants to drive down to play in the tournament, or send you some more gifts when it's closer to Christmas and everybody has the Christmas spirit.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you very much.
Well, we advertise all of the local tournaments around here, so that would be ideal.
Okay, thank you.
And is there anything, John, you want to tell our audience or talk to us about with a few minutes left?
Sure. I'd just like to say that it's in the position I'm in with Phoenix now. I'm able to being the director of operations and putting these dartboards, electronic dartboards, all over the United States, creating more opportunities for young players to come out and play and be successful, and more opportunities for even a professional player to play at the highest level and make more of a living. So I'm very happy to be in this position, and I thank Phoenix very much for the opportunity that I have.
Okay, and so you feel that you guys will continue to promote these soft tube dot machines, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and let me thank you for coming on our interview, and let me you want to say anything to say to the audience?
Yes,
goodbye.
Go. You want me to?
Yeah, we'd like you to say goodbye, John.
Yeah, you want to say goodbye, and we'll just don't hang up the phone. Right?
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much to the audience for listening, and we will talk to you soon.
OK，thanks a lot。各位聽眾，我哋就而家咧就要同我哋嘅嘉賓講再見啦。佢啱同我哋講就係話佢因為佢嘅組織同埋佢而家嘅位置咧，係會繼續去鼓勵青年或者後生仔繼續去玩更多嘅飛鏢，尤其是啲遠頭嘅飛鏢啊，用呢啲咁嘅機器，咁係會大家響呢個飛鏢境界嗰度製造一番新嘅氣象嘅。咁我哋好多謝呢位嘉賓今日嚟接受我哋訪問。我哋亦都同時講咗，或者喺12月嘅接近嘅時間呢，亦都會做一個新嘅節目，或者一個節目上面再次提起佢呢一個捐款嘅行動，因為有咁多細路仔受惠，就係買玩具俾佢哋嘅。咁如果我哋到咗嗰個時間，我哋又會約翻呢位嘉賓上嚟，或者再講一講，就算唔約佢上嚟，都再講一講呢個咁有愛心嘅行動。咁我哋依家時間又到啦，我哋又要講再會啦。咁我哋響下一節嘅時間，下一次嘅節目繼續訪問一啲有經驗、有名銜嘅冠軍飛鏢手，為大家帶嚟更加多嘅心得，或者係更加多嘅佢哋嘅經驗。OK， 好，我哋又要同大家講再見，拜拜。
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一早卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。